Welcome, guys, to Chicago.
Thank you.
Nice to be
I am
here.
thrilled to talk to you.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
We're very excited to talk to you.
Oh, thank you. So, Rosewater, what an incredible movie. Maziar, I didn't know much about your story before watching it, and it's, I mean, how do you even explain it? I mean, is there a good way, succinct way to just tell people who don't know? I mean, basically, you ended up in prison in Iran because of you.
No, not really because of him. No.
Too harsh.
No. I always say that my presence on the Daily Show had nothing to do with the arrest.
Right.
Yeah.
I could be
We've
on.
tried to get people arrested for years, and it doesn't work.
Right. Yeah.
I could be on Seinfeld, and they would accuse George Costanza
I
of
would
armed rebellion.
Yes.
That would
It
be
is
interesting,
basically I had an interview with the Daily Show. They arrested me based on a scenario that they had, and they charged me with espionage. And in the absence of any evidence, they brought forward my presence on the Daily Show as an evidence. And
He'd been under surveillance, though, while he was reporting on that 2009. Unbeknownst to him, they had been following him for quite some time.
Right.
And what happened was that I had to go through 118 days of incarceration, 107 days in solitary confinement. And I managed somehow to survive through that ordeal through memories of my family, memories of culture, arts. Yeah, so I think but it's a universal theme. It's really not my story. It's a story of many journalists, many activists who are going through the same thing every day around the world.
Right.
And the film is also a film about a family. It's really a family story, I think, because even though it focuses on me, the reason for my survival and the reason that I come through that experience somehow unscathed is because of my family, my mother, my sister. Yeah.
And Jon, this is your directorial debut, screenwriting debut too.
Yes.
Now, why was it? What was it about this story that really touched you and made you want to work on it?
Well, obviously, I mean, the book that Maziar wrote about his experience is everything that he's saying. You know, you're accustomed to seeing one of these. It's more of a litany of events that happened to you, but he was able to infuse it with sort of, and maybe it's a lesson that regimes shouldn't arrest journalists because they remember things and they have a very good ability to analyze and to catalog the absurdities and nuance around them. So obviously the source material was incredible. And ultimately, he and I became friendly after he'd come on the show, and we just started having breakfast in New York when he was in town. And I was not going to write or direct, but to help produce. But I think we both got frustrated at the more glacial pace of filmmaking, getting writers to take a look at it and say whether or not they were interested or not interested. And I felt like the movie has a relevance and an urgency that you wanted to have it told, not as a part of history, as an artifact, but as a manifestation of something that's happening now.
Oh, well, and what I think is amazing, I mean, for one, you guys are close, obviously, right? Close, or buddies, I guess, at least. And you still managed to have a sense of humor, and there's sort of a sense of humor throughout the movie. Was that hard to do?
From the book, though, he that is something that I think helped him dramatically in the experience, was his ability to recognize the absurdity of this situation.
Yeah. And so with people seeing this movie, what do you sort of want them to take away or learn? Is there anything?
I think mainly it's to value their time with their families and value their close relationships that they have, friendships, culture, because at the time that we're going through a horrific experience, it can be imprisonment, it can be bankruptcy, it can be a terminal disease. That is what really helps you to survive. That's what puts you through this experience. And the film is really about, the heart of the film are two women, my mother and my sister, who are in the film. And that's why when we show the film in different places around the world, it really resonates with women in the audience because they are such amazing characters, and they are played beautifully by two very good actresses as well.
That's a much better answer than I was thinking. I was going to say I wanted to take away a box of Raisinets, but I thought what he said was actually quite right.
Yeah.
Quite good.
Are we going to see more movie stuff from you, Jon, or you want to stick
I'm
with the
going
Daily
to see
Show?
if Maziar is going to get arrested again. There's be a sequel somewhere.
Yeah.
You know.
So, Chicago, Jon, I got to ask you.
Yeah.
Do you still hate our pizza?
Never. Hate is so. It's just too
What,
strong
what
a
is
word.
your, I think you call it, what was it, string cheese, Mike Ditka's butt, something along those, was there?
There might have been. Sometimes I black out, and
When you
so
say stuff.
when you get into that stream of consciousness and you start talking about a certain subject that, look, we don't have much anymore in New York. We're
Yeah.
being usurped by all these areas. So I think we cling to some extent to these small areas of victory and proprietary. Look, I'm a Mets fan. I got nothing going for me. So.
That's okay. I mean, a lot of people here are Cubs fans. So.
Yeah, but at least you got Wrigley. At least you got a beautiful stadium to lose in.
It's knocked down now. If you go over there, it's like totally knocked down. They're changing it. They're redoing it. They're updating it.
What do you mean? What
They're
are they?
updating because it's so old. They want to redo it. They're putting in nice new features and all. You should go by there because it's a total mess right now.
Oh, really? But they're not going to change the footprint of it, are they? I mean, it's beautiful.
I think they're going to keep it as much as possible. I think. But
God.
what would you do if I told you I brought you a deep dish pizza? Would you eat it or would you accept
I
it?
probably wouldn't eat it. I'd probably climb in it.
You could.
I'd probably.
It's a mini one.
I'd go
though.
to sleep in it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, is it hot?
No, it's
Oh,
frozen.
no, Lou Malnati, sure.
Yeah.
He's a good man. He came by the program.
I know.
And he gave me one of these, and I still have it out in my backyard, and my kids swim in it.
Stop it. It's not that bad, right?
No, it's quite delicious.
Yeah.
It's a very, very tasty casserole.
You guys could share. You
What?
could share if you like. Maybe Maziar will like it.
Unfortunately, because of his religious beliefs,
Is it apple pie?
he cannot.
Okay.
It is a pie.
Is it pie?
Do you consider tomato a fruit? Because it is like a fruit pie. It's like
Yeah.
No, but is it
If you
really
will.
a pizza?
It's a pizza.
imagine.
Why is it so thick though?
This is a Chicago thing, John. You'll have to explain it to him.
No, I want you to explain it because this is my point.
No, because I really don't know about the controversy.
So this is.
There are jets in here. This is a hot tub filled with sauce and cheese. And what you do is, when you have sore muscles, you sit in
Oh,
it,
really?
and then it swirls around.
No, I honestly thought it's apple pie or some sort
No,
of pie.
it's so we have deep dish pizza here. They have thin crust in New York, so
And I think
so-
we have pizza in New York.
it's
You-
a lot
you
of
have
cheese.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
cheese.
my wife is half Italian, so whenever we go to Italy, we don't see this. It's just anyway.
mostly-
Thin,
I'm sure it's very
right?
good. Yeah.
It's very
I know.
good.
Very nice,
It's
yeah.
it's a delicious pie.
Not a swimming pool.
No,
Right?
no.
It's deep dish pizza.
It's
so,
deep.
yeah.
It's a deeper dish.
Yeah.
I don't want to say pizza. It's a.
You have to dig deep into
That
to
is-
the pizza.
That-
That
That's
is
the
correct.
thing,
Yeah,
The
right.
pizza would
Right.
be here.
Yeah.
That's where the pizza
That's
would be,
okay.
and then the rest of it
Right.
would be.
Right. All right.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Good to meet you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Rosewater, November 14th. Yeah.